is Friedrich Nietzsche? Friedrich Nietzsche, 1844 to 1900, was a German philosopher and cultural critic who is widely regarded as one of the most influential thinkers of the 19th century. He is known for his critique of traditional morality and religion, and for his advocacy of a new, life-affirming philosophy that would celebrate the individual and embrace the challenges of the modern world. Nietzsche was born in Röcken, Germany, and grew up in a family of Lutheran ministers. He attended the University of Bonn and later the University of Leipzig, where he studied philology and classical literature. After completing his studies, he went on to become a professor of philology at the University of Basel. Nietzsche's work was deeply influenced by his experiences of suffering, including a number of physical and mental health problems that plagued him throughout his life. He saw these experiences as an opportunity to transcend traditional morality and embrace a new, more life-affirming philosophy. One of Nietzsche's most famous works is Thus Spoke Zarathustra, which was published in 1883. This book is a complex exploration of the idea of the Übermensch, or Superman, and it is often seen as a response to the dominant philosophical traditions of the time, which Nietzsche believed had lost sight of the fundamental question of what it means to be human. Nietzsche's philosophy is often characterized by its emphasis on the individual's experience of the world, and on the search for meaning in life. He believed that human beings are not just rational beings, but also beings who are fundamentally embedded in the world, and whose existence is defined by their relationships to the things and people around them. Throughout his life, Nietzsche remained a controversial figure, due in part to his rejection of traditional morality and his advocacy of a new, life-affirming philosophy. He argued that many of the values that had been central to Western culture, such as self-denial and asceticism, were actually harmful to human flourishing, and that a new, more life-affirming philosophy was needed to replace them. Nietzsche's work has had a profound influence on many other fields of study, including literary theory and cultural studies. He argued that language is the primary way in which we make sense of the world, and that it is through language that we are able to express our understanding of what it means to exist. Nietzsche's ideas have been the subject of numerous scholarly debates and discussions. Some critics have accused him of being overly radical and dismissive of traditional values, while others have praised his contributions to philosophy and other fields of study. One of Nietzsche's most famous concepts is the idea of the will to power, which he used to describe the fundamental nature of human motivation. He argued that all human actions are driven by a desire to exert power and control over the world around us, and that this desire is the key to understanding human behavior. Another key concept in Nietzsche's work is the idea of the eternal recurrence, which he used to describe the idea that all events in the universe repeat themselves endlessly. He believed that this idea had important implications for our understanding of the world, and that it could help us to live more fully in the present moment. Nietzsche's philosophy has been influential not only in the field of philosophy, but also in literature and the arts. Many literary scholars and critics have drawn on his ideas to explore the relationship between language, meaning, and the human experience. Despite the controversies surrounding his life and work, Nietzsche's ideas have continued to be widely studied and debated. His work has had a profound impact on philosophy and other fields of study, and his legacy continues to shape the way we think about the world and our place in it. Nietzsche's philosophy remains a source of inspiration and debate for scholars, thinkers, and artists around the world, who continue to explore his ideas and their relevance for the contemporary world. Some have argued that Nietzsche's philosophy provides a compelling framework for understanding the challenges of the modern world, including the rise of individualism and the erosion of traditional moral values. Despite his controversial reputation, Nietzsche is widely recognized as one of the most influential thinkers in the history of philosophy. His ideas continue to challenge and inspire scholars and thinkers across a range of disciplines, and his work remains an important touchstone for anyone seeking to understand the complexities of the human experience.